This, dear people, is called celestial politics, and it's looking at the sun and the moon and the clouds and the sky and the rivers and everything. And here it goes. Sun's muscles harden by push-pulling planet weights. Summer skies feel shivers when autumn rains gain rights. Dark clouds gather soon to take over Earth's slim river gates. Solar eclipses? Mere double disillusions, soon over gimcrack sites. The second one's called a wake-up mantra, which is much more down to earth. It's me getting up in the morning. I'm usually up and off by bus at 7's twirly morn, but now go travelling near a bird-sung darkened dawn. In town I buy the paper and turf out its advert porn to focus on the better bits and give the rest a yawn, while coffee cafe hot and butter toast get me steady born.
Very good. Yeah, that's...
Well, Bill, this poem you've written, Celestial Politics, it seems to bring in two things. The climate with the rain that's happened, and perhaps some of the things happening around the world, like the Middle East, talking about the dominant sun being undermined by the autumn rains, and dark clouds gathering to take over Earth's slim river gates, and so like the crowds gathering, the dark clouds are gathering to overthrow the current authority.
That's very good. It's very good reading. I didn't intend it when I wrote it.
Accidental.
It just comes into it. But yeah, the whole thing. Well, the first one was a little out of kilter about the Earth's muscles hardening with the planets having their pulling influences. Like if you're in the gymnasium, it's just looking at the celestial world around us at the moment, and I suppose looking at the way the ruling classes do their thing. Yeah, but the other bit's very interesting. That didn't come into my mind at all. And then I thought I'd go down to earth and look at just the way, broadly speaking, the weather and the rivers and the clouds operate, and then right at the end, a solar eclipse. What is it? With broad political rather than narrow political implications.
Yep, because you have Australia usually dominated by the sun, but recently the clouds have come in with a lot of rain.
And it's got, I suppose, relevance also to what's happening in
the politics,
meteorologically as well as politically.
Yeah.
And in New Zealand, of course, what's happening there has relevance, which I didn't bring in.
The muscles of the earth, the earthquake.
Well, that's right, and I suppose you could sort of look at it that way. I mean, it's a very, it's way I don't intend, but I mean, I'm quite happy for people to get that interpretation, because
you were psychic. You probably wrote this yesterday or something.
But poets often are psychic, as John knows.
We are.
And I think you do go a bit beyond what...
Right. So you did write this yesterday, the 22nd.
Yeah.
And the wake-up mantra you wrote today, did you?
Yes, basically. Oh, yeah, that's true. And I mean, wake up has a sort of, I suppose, an invitation for people to get ready and do your thing.
Yes.
So it's John's poem, the one who was sort of running earlier. It has a relevance to New Zealand, although John may not have really realised what was happening in New Zealand when it was.
And could you explain the word gimcrack?
It means febrile, artificial, like a lot of the stuff you see in bad shops, Chinese goods in shops, cheap Chinese goods in shops.
Imitation.
Kitsch.
Kitsch means the same sort of thing. It means artificial, throwaway, stuff like that, yeah. What do you think of the second one now?
Yes, it's very much, the other one was more, spiritual and, it was sort of intellectual and whereas this wake up mantra is very talking about day-to-day life and
Changes.
practical part of
I
life.
suppose changes because I'm getting up earlier now because the gods, I think, it was with me more when I get up early than when I'm sort of sleeping in a bit more. And
Yes.
I'm missing the company a bit because usually there's more people about, so it's a bit more spaced out. Is that the word the young people used to use? And it's interesting to have that ambience around you.
You're a bit drugged.
And
Yeah. Bit messed up on drugs.
I think this is it. People are messed up in many things. I suppose I'm messed up in the drug of consumerism, if you like, the sheer bastardry of what passes for politics in Canberra, where you've got Julia running around like a wraith in the desert, and Abbott sort of in the sidelines sharpening his knives to stick into us all when if he gets in at the end of the year. Over to you, Michael. Comment.
Yes, I think it's yes, you sort of try and enjoy the ordinary things in life, like getting up in the morning and having a coffee.
Absolutely.
Yes, and don't let that get spoilt by the disappointing outside politics and more remote life of politics.
Yeah, you're right, because it's a bugger of a time to be alive. Anyway, what do you think, John?
What's this? Because I see you mentioned porn in there.
Well,
yes.
Because is that something to do with it, Canberra being the capital of the industry?
It is, and the Canberra Times has a lot of porn ads that you...
Yeah.
I just regularly, when I get the paper, open it up and I throw half of it away because all those advertising supplements.
So he wants to enjoy, make sure he enjoys the day having his coffee and reading the good parts, reading the good bits of the newspaper and discarding the bad bits, like the advertisements and all the other rubbish.
Supplements and things like that, like the food and wine nonsense that everybody gets. It's supposed to be a serious.
That's food porn. That's food porn.
Food porn, yes, and sport porn. That's pretty right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really do more than just pictures of the sports people, which is may turn a lot of people on, but to me it's not news. It's good that they're out there playing their games, but to put them in the paper with all the guff that goes with it doesn't impress me anyway. So out it goes. So you get the impression that someone's got nothing to it's a wake up call, isn't it? So what else, Mark? Come on, you're good at this. You're good at criticism.
So like it comes to mind immediately.
But a mantra, of course, is and hence the morn, dawn, porn, yawn.
And born, steady born.
Born. That's meant to sort of sort of stuff. That's meant to be that. Whereas in the earlier one, you've got a little bit of variation. And fewer lines, 4, there's 5 in the wake up mantra. I don't know how long a mantra is supposed to be, as long as you make it.
So the first poem is bounces along a little bit.
Yes.
And this other one's more like a chant.
Yes.
Morn,
so.
dawn, born, yawn,
Yeah.
born.
And it's to wake you up too, because when you get up in the morning, it's always a bit you're getting around. You feel, when you're older, you feel as if you need a electric shock or so to get you going, which I think you picked up in the poem about the earlier, one of the fanciful chocolate bottom. No, that's good. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I think that it's good. I like it. I like them both, actually.
A lot of, because the radio changed to steady.
I think that, or maybe it's just that I'm actually starting to be able to understand your poetry
No,
more,
that's good.
because I'm starting to try and open my mind a bit.
No, that's good that you're doing it.
Because you move in different worlds, probably.
We do. We do. But then again, Jai moves in different worlds too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Understand this. reactions. And Michael's got a mystical flavour to what you're doing, and you don't like poetry, but you can criticise it. Oh, that's a good gift. And when you get older, you may indeed be a poet.
Well, that's always a possibility, but I'm not rushing it. I'm not trying to. I don't want to run before I can walk.
Yeah, well,
But it's best to start and fly, mate.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think John's attitude's good, and they're very courageous.
Start off flying
and then you fall.
worry about walking later, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
Fly first.
Yeah, that's what I like.
fly.
Don't worry about learning to fly. Just jump off the cliff and hope.
That's it, bud. You'll be right. You'll get
We
there.
have room. I wouldn't record this because it's a bit definite, the camera.